Hey, what's up, YouTube? So, I am on site at a restaurant here, and they're complaining that their walk-in freezer is getting a little warm. And apparently, a week or two ago, another company was out here looking at it, and for whatever reason, they didn't like that company, so now I'm here. So, let's mask up and go see what's going on in there, alright? Alright, first thing I noticed, this door doesn't want to close on its own. Have to add a new hydraulic door closer to our quote. So, let's see what we got going on here. Definitely feels like this has been off for a while. Peekaboo. That's high quality wall panels right there, bud. Set to 0. What I'm going to do first is just see if we have power at that thermostat. Go from there. Chances are our issue is up on the roof. Our defrost heaters are on. I can feel them. So maybe we're just stuck in defrost. Manager said it's been warm pretty much all day, so. Alright guys, so before I go upstairs, let's take a look at a couple things. It's 52 degrees inside this box right now. My defrost heaters are still on. Let's check around up there. I'm going to double check the other side, but I didn't see anything on the other side. There's no defrost termination switch. There's no high limit switch. There's nothing that cuts these heaters off. Besides the defrost timer, of course. But there's no early termination switch. Nothing. It's crazy. Let's check this thing out. See right there? It says defrost termination fan delay switch. Note number 4. Interesting. So the schematic shows one, or it had one at one point in time, but apparently no longer has one. So I'm guessing that whoever did whatever to this system in the past has taken that out. And now they just run defrost based solely on time, and it's probably stuck in defrost. And there's nothing to kick it out early, which is crazy. That's crazy talk, right? Alright, let's wrap this up and head up to the roof and see what we got going on up there. Alright guys, here's our condensing unit. It's a Heatcraft. Got no information on there. This thing's got to be original to the building, judging by its condition. I'm guessing at least 30 years old, 25, 30 years old. There's our defrost clock. It does appear to still be in defrost 4 times a day at 30 minutes. If you'll notice over here, and we do have a wire hooked up to our X terminal, which would indicate that we have some sort of early termination switch. But I didn't see anything like that downstairs, so I have no idea what that blue wire goes to. Alright, real quick guys, here's our blue wire coming off of that X terminal on our defrost clock, and it just goes to this terminal, this X terminal right there. There's nothing connected to it, so we indeed do not have any sort of early termination for this defrost. So I'm going to have to write that up and probably quote or talk to the manufacturer at least. And we'll get one put in there. Let's just give this a spin. going to set it right there. We're going to watch it for a little while. Just to make sure that defrost clock rotates on its own. But even if it does rotate on its own, I think I'm still going to change it out because I have no idea how long it's been in defrost and if that was our issue. So let's keep moving on and see what else we can find wrong with this thing. Alright guys, if you'll notice, our left side condensing fan motor is running, the right side is not. Obviously that's bad. I don't see, I don't believe this is on a fan cycle switch, plus it's 80 degrees outside, so there'd be no reason to cycle this fan on and off. So we're going to be replacing that condensing fan motor. Sight glass looks clear, that's good. Just shut off on what I believe to be high head pressure. Alright. Let's kick that disconnect off. I'm going to run downstairs, grab a condensing fan motor, and I'm also going to grab a defrost clock. Well, I got good weather over there, really bad weather over there, and I'm not sure which way it's moving, so I'm gonna get this fan changed out as fast as possible. So you might not be able to see me change this fan out because I might just throw my camera right on the ground and do this as fast as I can. So I apologize in advance. But trust me, it's boring. It's 4 screws. I'm gonna pop that off. I'm gonna put in my favorite Fastco motor that I keep in my truck. And I got the same old mechanical timer that I'm gonna throw in there. So, let's get after it. Alright guys, I had to come down here to the other side of the roof where it's a little quieter. So, walk-in freezer is up and running. I replaced the defrost clock and the right side condensing fan motor. Now, when I got the service call, I got what we call an NTE, not to exceed amount of $500, meaning I cannot spend more than $500 on the service call without approval. And right now it's after hours, so the people that approve that are not at their cubicles. So I'm sort of rushing it, doing as thorough of a job as I can in the amount of time that I'm allocated, right? So anyway, we're up and running. I'm going to quote to come back, put a defrost termination fan delay switch in there like you should have. And then when I have that extra time, I'm going to go through it a little bit more just to make sure all the bugs are worked out. The left side condensing fan motor, normally I like to replace those in pairs because they're usually about the same age. You know, they go through the same amount of wear and tear. That left side condensing fan motor though, spun really freely, capacitor was fine. I really saw no issue with it. I mean, really what they need to do is just upgrade this entire system. Tear that walk-in box out, put in better panels, you know. Are they gonna do that? No, not ever. Maybe if the building burns down, they'll think about it, but not ever. So anyway, I'm gonna go downstairs, check our box temperature, and then we gotta rush and get out of here because I don't wanna work for free. And that's what's gonna happen here in a little bit. So, all right guys, stick around. We'll see what happens on the next visit here, all right? Thanks for watching.